Welcome back to Great Day Houston. Facial clefts are the most common birth defects treated by pediatric plastic surgeons. Shriners Hospitals for Children provides care regardless of a family's ability to pay. Dr. Stephen Blackwell is with his patient, Christy Griffin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so facial clefts, what is that and what's happening when the body does something like that?
Well, it's an inborn defect, and it involves the body's inability to fuse two halves of the face, so to speak. And so it involves the lip and the palate, and also affects hearing and feeding and speech.
Yeah, and Christy, a lot of times people will think about that and think it's more of an aesthetic issue, but you had to deal with that, but also the other things that you talked about.
Right, like speaking, eating, really throughout my life.
Yeah. All right, so the other thing is self-esteem.
Yes.
How did that impact you?
Growing up, I'd like to think I had a generally good sense of self-esteem, but for a lot of kids, it's really hard. Even just being a normal teenager in high school, preteen, and middle school, it's challenging. So then you add a birth defect, and it's tough, especially, you know, I was being taken out of class to go to doctor's appointments countless times. I had braces for about 10 years. It's a lot, you know? You just really have to keep at it.
But look at the payoff today for you.
Yes.
And so you always had your good self-esteem, but when you looked in the mirror after healing from finally getting that last surgery, how did that make you feel?
Oh, it was incredible. You know, it's challenging to describe just because immediately after the surgery is tough. Recovery from, you know, jaw surgery, nose surgery, it's a lot. You know, sometimes you have black eyes, and it's tough to look at yourself and see that, but then 3 weeks later, it's like one of the best feelings.
Yeah, and Dr. Blackwell has got to be a great feeling for you to be able to do this. We know that we're in the largest medical center in the world here, you know, and we have great doctors like you here. Around the world, there are a lot of countries where they don't have those doctors who can do this, and you're saying that oftentimes kids will be brought in to Shriners from around the world.
That's correct, yeah.
And what made you decide to go into this part of medicine?
I fell in love with it during my residency and decided I wanted to continue to pursue it, and so I did.
Yeah. And what is that? She talked about, you know, the recovery's kind of, she said you got to go through some stuff, but and usually it's not like the one surgery done for treatment, that's it. There's a process.
Oh, absolutely. And it's part of the facility that we have at Shriners is that we can it involves not only just what you can see on the outside, which is maybe the defect in the lip, or if you look inside the mouth, the defect in the palate, but it also involves some problems with hearing and with speech and with dental problems and with the jaw not growing properly, and as you said, as you mentioned clearly before, some of the psychosocial issues and so on. And also the counseling that's necessary associated with that, including genetics counseling and the like.
So, but the key is it can be fixed.
Correct. And it's not being done by just one specialist at one time. We have a whole group of specialists that are all there on one day to see these kids. So parents don't have to take multiple days off from work to carry their children from one appointment to another. All of my specialists are there to see these kids on one day a week, and so that's a wonderful thing.
Some coordination going on there, and then your family actually moved back to Houston so that you could have better access to that care.
Yes, and we're so thankful for it. We love Shriners.
Did you have to relearn how to do some things?
Definitely, even just throughout my life, you know, just as the surgeries kept progressing, you have to keep learning how to speak and how even to eat. It's just like basic things, and you know, they're not big changes, but when you've been eating an apple the same way for your life, and then you have jaw surgery, it was.
And then I noticed the braces are off.
Oh yes.
You know, and it's one of those things. The thing that's so wonderful about this is that it doesn't cost the patient. It doesn't mean that it doesn't cost. So the healthcare does cost. So whenever you're thinking about giving a charitable dollar, you know, Shriners is someplace that we can see right here what they do with those dollars. So thank you very much for what you do. Thank you for sharing your story. All right. For more information, you can visit ShrinersHospitalsForChildren.org/Houston. So again, Shriners. hospitalsforchildren.org. And again, as we were saying, if you have a charitable dollar that you'd like to give, then you can imagine as a parent, if you have a child that needs health care and can't access it, they can get certain things taken care of at Shriners. Thank you all so very much for joining us. We hope you have a great day and hope to see you again tomorrow.